94 Rocks. It is that time again. It's time to get to know a band we play here on The Dark. And I'm excited about this because the 4th annual End of Summer Bash is coming up. It's coming up in just a little over a month. Tickets are going to go on sale tomorrow. Of course, the date is September 26th. It's at the Silver Bullet Bar in Genola, Minnesota, and it is being headlined by Saving Abel. And on the phone tonight, I am talking with the lead singer of the band, the guy that started this band along with Jason Null, that being Jared Weeks. Jared, how the hell you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. How you doing? Thanks for having me today.
I'm doing great because I'm excited to have you guys finally play here in central Minnesota. I've been talking about this for a long time, wanting to get you guys to come. I was excited that Jason Null said, yeah, we can make it work out. And then I was even more excited when he said, oh, by the way, do you want to say hi to Jared on the phone? And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. Hey, how's it going, Jared? And he says, hey, just by the way, don't tell anybody, but I'm going to be coming back with the band soon. So just keep that under wraps. I did for a while, not anymore, Jared, because we know you're back. How does it feel to be back?
Man, I feel great. I feel pretty confident and ready to rock, man. I've been out for a few years, and it's been such a warm welcome back, especially from all the fans, man. I can't tell you how warm welcome it's been.
I tell you what, last time I saw you was 2010. You guys were rocking out with Hinder. Of course, you had a couple more years of that, and then you decided, I'm going to step away, take a break. I guess what was your thinking and reasoning for doing that?
Long story short, man, mental health, honestly. When we went, we got pretty big pretty fast. And when it comes to living life at that volume, volume of 11, you got to be able to deal with it. And honestly, I didn't have my stuff together. So, of course, I, took a break from the guys. It was an amicable dismissal between Jason and I, and we left things open when I first left, and we did that just in case later on I decided to come back. And obviously that was a smart decision because here we are, and I'm on the radio talking to you.
Absolutely, and you're playing some gigs. In fact, tomorrow is your first show back as a full band, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you excited about that?
I'm pretty pumped about it. We've rehearsed all last week in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and we plugged the amps in and we cranked it up. And we rocked, and the only thing that was missing was a crowd. So obviously we're ready to, and we're pretty excited to plug back in and get in front of some people and make some noise.
Hey, obviously we've had a lot of time to reflect, Jared, over the past 16, 18 months with the pandemic, obviously, that has happened. Was that some of the reason maybe why you decided, hey, I'm ready to come back to these guys, Saving Abel again?
Well, I tell you what, that and years of therapy. No, it got to a point, a lot of people are coming out of this isolation that we had. There's a lot of people coming out. We all experienced it differently. For me, I took that time to turn and focus inward on myself, on who I wanted to be as a person, the type of father I wanted to be, the type of husband I wanted to be, just who I wanted to be as a person. And I discovered, as I was doing that there was one thing that was missing, and one thing that's always been a part of my life since the beginning. And so, Jason and I got to talking, and we ended up back in the studio recording some 20-year songs that we had. And, of course, one thing led to another, and before you know it, we was already writing Saving Abel music. It didn't take too long.
I'm sure it did, not at all. And I tell you what, I'm sure Jason probably was the most excited guys to hear that you wanted to come back.
Yeah, he was pretty stoked about it. I heard him say in an interview the other day that if it weren't for me, that none of this would have ever been possible. But I'll go ahead and return the favor. Like we did a lot of the work. We did a lot of the work that it takes to do what we did, and with a group of guys that we had to be able to travel the earth and to play music for people that wanted to hear it, man. It's one of those things that you can only share with that group of people, and it was really excited. And Jason's been around since the beginning, man, so it's excited to get back into that seat and wear that hat of lead singer again, so we can do it once more.
Well, you've already said it, Jared, that you're already writing new stuff for Saving Abel. Now, I'm not exactly sure when our show is coming up in about 6 weeks if you'll have any new stuff for us, but can you tip us off, maybe?
We're already playing some unreleased Saving Abel music in our set.
Nice.
So yeah, you're going to be able to hear it, especially in our headlining set. When we do our headlining sets, you're going to hear a lot of unreleased Saving Abel music. We think it rocks, and it's going to be awesome.
That's right. And of course, you are headlining our 4th annual End of Summer Bash, and
so there you go. You got it.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, it's not only just a fun time with Saving Abel, but it's going to be a whole experience. We actually have 3 other bands and also a young gentleman from the local area that does acoustic stuff. So he's actually going to do it in between the band sets, too. So from
That's the best kind.
I know. From 3 o'clock until 10 o'clock, it's going to be nonstop music, Jared.
I'm pretty excited just to get back out and to be in front of people at live shows again.
Absolutely. Is that one thing that you did miss, especially with the pandemic?
Yeah, absolutely. It's one thing that I definitely missed out on. You can ask my wife. She said around 9 or 10 o'clock every night I was back up with that second wind of energy, because usually that's when I'm on stage performing. So I've got this big rush of dopamine at 10 o'clock at night, and she's like, lay down and go back to bed.
Oh, boy, I tell you. We're talking to Jared Weeks, of course, the lead singer of the band Saving Abel. He is back with the band after taking about a 7-year break. But you're back. You're rocking again. Yeah. And we're looking forward to having you. Absolutely. Our End of Summer Bash coming up here on Sunday, September 26th. Headlined by Saving Abel. Also going to be there, Silent Theory, Suns on Fire, and, of course, local band Speak Easy, and Cody Hapke helping out with some acoustic stuff. I tell you what, is it nice to get back, I guess, and playing with, kind of in a mini festival kind of setting, too?
Absolutely. I think it's going to be awesome. Especially, I love the outside shows. I love the summer outside shows. That's where it all started for us back in Tupelo, playing the outside Elvis Presley Festival. So it always reminds me of where I come from when we do the smaller type festivals, outside shows. I love it.
What's, and obviously you've had some time to reflect, but I guess when it comes to playing live, what's one of your favorite songs you enjoy with your library of music from Saving Abel?
I got a few, actually, but my favorite song absolutely ever is Drowning Face Down. I love that song because obviously it reminds me of who I was when I was a kid writing it. And but some of my other favorite songs are like "You Make Me Sick" off the I think that's off the second album, and then we've got a new one that we're playing now. It's called "Me and You." I think the crowd's really going to dig into that one. But one of my all-time favorite new unreleased Saving Abel songs that we're playing is a song called "My Catastrophe." So you guys are going to be really excited to hear that one, and I'm pretty excited to play it for you.
All right, now we're selling tickets starting tomorrow, 11 a.m. at the Silver Bullet Bar. They'll be available. $35 is what it is. But I also know that you and the band also have a special VIP setup too, don't you?
Absolutely. You guys can come hang out with us. You can meet and greet us. And we'll give you a nice little bag with some handwritten lyrics and a couple more gifts in there. To find out, you'll have to come and see.
That's right. And now here's what you got to do. You buy your ticket first for the End of Summer Bash, and then you can go to savingabel.com to their website. You can click on the event where it says VIP, and then there's a listing that it'll show you how to buy a VIP ticket so you can hang out with Jared, Jason, Scotty. And by the way, who's the new drummer? I haven't met him yet. Who's the new drummer?
Oh, he's my all-time favorite friend in the world. Dave Matthews is his name. Yes, he gets it a lot. He's like, Dave Matthews? So Dave has been my drummer in Jared Weeks and the band Criminals, my band here in Nashville. He's been my drummer for the past few years. He's a young cat, so he's bringing a lot new vibe and a lot of charisma to the older Saving Abel. But he's getting us fueled up, man.
Nice. Are you pumping iron with Scotty Bartlett too, or did he stop doing that?
I'm gonna be. Once we get out there on the road and get some dumbbells, man, I'm getting old. I got to stay in shape now.
We're not even going to ask about Jason if he's going to lift any weights. Probably the guitar might be enough for him.
I'm not sure what he's going to do. He may lay in his bunk all day. He likes watching American Pickers a lot, you know. We're like old men now. By no means is it fun on our tour, but
I was going to say, hey, if he likes American Pickers, he might be in the perfect area here in central Minnesota. There's a lot of old-time stuff around here, so he might have
absolutely, man.
He might have a field day at maybe like a Fleet thing or something. You never know.
He does go to, like, when we pull into towns, he used to, he does go to all the pawn shops and stuff like that. He does that a lot when we pull into town. That's where he got my Ozzie Smith rookie card one day. He bought me an Ozzie Smith rookie card. It's my favorite player of all time. So we do go out looking and picking.
The Wizard, huh? Ozzie Smith.
Absolutely. That's my favorite.
Hey, what do you think about that? Actually, tonight they have in Dyersville, Iowa, the outdoor game, you know? Did you hear about that? Baseball, I think it's...
no, I haven't heard about that yet. I've been working on it.
Well, I know. So it's the Chicago White Sox taking on the New York Yankees, and it's at the setting where they had, Kevin Costner in that Field of Dreams.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So,
I've been seeing a lot of, to take that back, I've been seeing a lot of posts on Facebook about that.
That's today. That's actually tonight.
By the way, my dad, that's tonight?
Yeah, that's tonight.
Well, that'll be fun. My dad loves the White Sox, just so you know. He was born and raised in south side of Chicago, and he's White Sox through and through, man.
All right, we won't hold it against you, though, okay?
yeah, don't hold it against me, please. Don't do that.
It's all good, man. Hey, Jared, I know we got to get going here because you got a show coming up tomorrow and getting prepped for that. But, hey, one more time, your show is coming up with us in about 6 weeks on Sunday, September 26th. At the Silver Bullet Bar over in Genola. I guess for the fans and for those people on the fence, if they should buy a ticket or not, why should they see you guys?
You should buy a ticket because this is going to be, look, you're not going to see this in a while. We don't know what the pandemic's going to do for us in the future. The show is going now. It's going to be some of my first shows back, and it's going to be so awesome. You're not going to want to miss this. Even if you've never heard of Saving Abel, you're wrong. You need to buy a ticket. You need to come hang out with us. It's going to be one hell of a good time.
Jared, I'm looking forward to it. And as always, thanks for joining me. And safe travels. Enjoy that first show live coming up tomorrow with the whole band. And we'll see you in about 6 weeks.
I'll see you soon, man. Thanks for having me.
Once again, that is Jared Weeks, lead singer of the band Saving Abel. Don't forget, they're headlining the 4th annual End of Summer Bash coming up on Sunday, September 26th at the Silver Bullet Bar over in Genola. Tickets go on sale tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. at the bar. Don't be left out on the other side of the fence. Make sure you're there. And speaking of Saving Abel, he said his favorite song is Drowning Face Down. Let's play it right now. It's on 94 Rocks.